Good day, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Coming to you from your favorite guy that builds cool shit and tries to keep you all entertained on new stuff and progress and how to do some things here. So, we have a 93 to a 95 Bombardier Seadoo SP1. This belongs to a customer. This is the condition that he got it in. Original owner had claimed, if I have the story correct, the motor possibly overheated due to failure of improper lubrication from the oil pump that pumps the two-stroke oil to the gas, to the carb. Yeah, I am momentarily seized. And there are some parts that are missing, but that's not a problem. I come prepared. And so let's walk up over here to this wonderful motor. This here looks to be very promising. So the original owner claims, hold on, I'm going to have to set this down here. Don't want to risk damaging the motor. So let's pick her up. Get a look at what we have here for verification. A sucker's got a little bit of weight to it. Okay, so let's see if I can get a light on here. Yeah, there we go. You look down in there, she looked pretty dang on good. So, that looked like brand new pistons, as the original owner claimed. You can see the cylinder walls in there. That's like a mirror finish in there. So, I would trust the fact the original owner had told the truth, no lie. And I can hear the compression coming out of here. And so let's turn this wonderful light off so we don't kill the battery. So they claim the motor has been rebuilt. And so from what I see, it does look to be rebuilt. They do look new here. And you see the color difference. So they do look like they're replaced. And you can see it stand out more than the top and the bottom here. So it does look like these are possibly remanufactured, resurfaced, whatever. Rehomed, whatever. So he has asked me to put this together for him and to get it up and running. So he has welcomed himself to my channel as I requested, because this way, anytime he has questions of the progress or the type of work I've done, it would not be questioned, did you? It would be the matter of, yes, you did. I see you do it, and it's done. This is the way I like to operate. And or customer likes to be involved, I encourage that also. To tell the difference between the real mechanic and the fake McCoy is somebody that is not a mechanic does not want somebody hanging around. Now, hanging over somebody's shoulder is a different story. I don't like nobody hanging over my shoulder. But if you want to get your hands involved, you want to help through the process, take some stuff off, you get a better understanding, especially on something like this. Because he has informed me he doesn't know how to fix this. So the beneficial of giving him some knowledge here is he's stuck out on the water. What can I do to fix it to get out of the water? Because you sure don't want to leave this in the middle of the ocean, because somebody will just be happy, connect right onto the front of there, and weasel it right to somebody else's trailer. So it's important to have a safe recovery. Don't go alone. Always have somebody else that has another boat or jet ski way to be able to pull you back to shore. A lot of times you get lucky out on the water because everyone understands that if you get stuck out on the water, that somebody's going to help tow you back. Because they understand you may run into that guy and he broke down and he would like to have that same favor returned. So without chitter chatter, we're going to first get all the missing pieces that we need, which I have plenty of. So as I start the mock-up process, then I'm going to start testing the integrity of the motor, put some battery power to it. I do have a separate CDI box. I can put a fuel line. I do have a gigantic water tank that I can hook up water to supply coolant to this, so it keeps the motor cool during the testing while it's outside of the jet ski. And for those that don't know, you see down here, it don't have reverse. But it's verified you can make it reverse. So it's just a matter of getting rid of the guy down here and the other piece, the 4 screws, pull it off. Both the one that has the reverse with the clam shell that rotates up and down. And then you can add reverse to this. You run your cables up, and the one's the steering, the other one is for reverse and going forward. It's just a push and pull lever, which can be mounted anywhere. It could be just a lever of going forward and back, or push it in and pull it out, however you need to do it. So that's what we're also going to do. We're going to convert this to a reverse and forward. And so I'm going to get some things together. I'm going to try to get much done as I can go today, so I can verify the motor is in good shape before installing. Because once it's in there, that's a lot of work to put it in and a lot of work to pull out. So we're going to test bed this thing on a bench and bench test it. Add some 2-stroke oil premix, so we don't have to rely on the oil pump and rely on 2 tanks. We'll just utilize 1 tank and try to make it happen. And it also gives me the option and availability to test my other CDI boxes and ignition coil system and all that, because I have 3 of them. And I like to be able to test them so I can verify, so if I go to sell them, I can promise that they do work. I never like ripping anyone off. So I'm going to stop the chitter chatter. We're going to pull a bunch of stuff together of what I need, and I'm going to try to make this bad boy happen. It may not have a chance to start it up today, but good chance of starting up by tomorrow. So right now I'm lining up my ducks to make it all happen. So hang tight, I'll be right back. Upon immediate inspection, this top cover is on backwards. This is supposed to be over here on this side. So first, that would have to get swapped around, which is no biggie. Accidents happen. So what I have to add is this here. This is the exhaust manifold. This will go onto here. But as you can see, that's blocking me from tightening up here. So that would be in the way. So that's the first piece that we're missing. The next piece that we're missing is this here. So this here connects onto here like this, and then runs out that way, and then it will connect to the rest of the exhaust. You have your expansion tank that this goes to. So when this goes in, this here will be facing this way and joins herself very happily ever after right here. So that's where she'll go. So she'll be right into that hole down there with the rubber hose to the expansion tank. So for those that don't know about jet skis, okay, it's not just an exhaust pipe, because it's inside here closed. There's no air that can rush through here to keep the motor cool. So in order to keep it cool, you got inlet and outlet lines to be able to supply ocean water to the inside of your exhaust. That's what helps keeps the exhaust cool, so it doesn't create heat inside here and exits the heat out the back. That's what all these extra hoses are for. Okay, you see that big hose here and in there, and then you got this hose here for the inlet, outlet, you know, kind of deal. Sorry, it's getting really hot out here, and I don't think I'm going to be out here much longer because I'm not exactly feeling too well. But I'm utilizing today to be able to get a little bit of leeway here. You would bolt this motor mount to the block, and then you would mount this down in there. So that's not what we're doing today. So I think this is where I'm going to end it. I'm running out of space on my phone. Keep shutting off on me. So right now, today, I'm just going to get all the parts that we need together. So when we put it together outside here on the bench, we can test it, make it fire up and run. We got to do a break-in period of the motor because it's freshly rebuilt. Sounds great, and we're going to dial it in, make sure she can rev up real good and be effective. Then she'll go in, then we'll test the oil returns and all that and make sure the oil is going to be supplying effectively to the motor. And then we'll start it up and just let her run real good. I got a gigantic tank. I'll show you guys. I took out of a camper. And when I set that up, I'll probably set it up high so I don't need a water pump to supply adequate water pressure into the jet ski, so it has sufficient water to keep the engine cool so we can run it for a long time. I hope y'all come back again, watch me again. Stay tuned for updates. Hit like and subscribe. Get yourself out and do something every day. You'll be glad you did. You'll thank me later. So, y'all take it easy. Thank y'all for stopping in and watching. And next video will be the actual build.